Hi guys, I'm Aurélie Delem. I'm leading partner success at Ripple for RippleX. I was previously in the markets team at Ripple. I started 4 years ago. I have 20 years experience between finance and tech. With IBM, I was an IT architect, Deutsche Bank heading FX structuring, and Bank of New York also on the trading floor. And so here with us, we have like the wonderful Maaike van de Veen.
Thank you.
The Chief Business Officer at XRP Labs, rebranded now as Naman. So very excited about that. And so we're going to talk about business. So first question for you. So, first Maaike, sorry, I forgot to present that you have like 20 years experience, also like mostly in IT, business management, consultancy, so you bring a lot of experience with you to Xaman. So first question to you. So tell us more about the XRP Lab journey and why you picked XRP Labs.
So I picked XRP Labs when it was presented to me the opportunity to join the team, because it is an amazing team. I was looking into their track record, and I was so impressed with everything that they've built and how they invested onto the ledger already. So even prior to the founding of our company, which was officially in 2019, as the XRP Labs PL Labs team and the ZAM wallet, the founders were already building, they invested their own time in research and development right onto the ledger, and that was so impressive to see what they've actually built already, and to tap into that and coming into the team, that was great. So for me, next steps were going to be, we have a sustainable wallet, we have the security on point, we've built for years and years now, and next step was actually going to be my own mission, is to take it to market, to grow new markets and to have a different strategy when it comes to how can we definitely build more utility onto the ledger. So that's actually what my first mission was when I joined the team. Yeah.
And so you're also the first woman at XRP Lab and
Yeah.
the first business person?
I was the first woman to be added to the team. So I came from a 20 years of IT and tech and finance, most primarily. And being added to the team, it gives a different dimension when the first woman is added to the team. So that was a really nice experience.
Yeah.
You go? Yeah.
Go.
Yes. Such a cool experience. And at the time when I was joining the team, we were still small with the core team, which are initially all builders. So we're all builders onto the ledger, so very tech-based. And for me to be added with a few more, functional team members, I would say, some more into features and applications and whatnot. It was a nice transition to already have and started out when we joined. Yeah.
They're definitely lucky to have you. So perfect. So perhaps a basic question, because we're at Apex and a very XRPL developer conference, but why did XRP Lab focus on XRP Ledger?
Yeah. So it came from own experience, curiosity into building and to actually have something utile. So it started out with donations and those small tip bots type of features that we all know onto the ledger. And it grew from basically a hobby onto something more. And when I joined the team, we already had this vision for our own ZAM wallet, but also to enter new spaces. And in order to enter new spaces and offer proper solutions for micropayments, for retail, for e-commerce, for everyone to adopt what we're doing right now and to actually build something sustainable. We need a ledger. We need a fast settlement. We need efficient payments. We need cross-border everything. So you guys all know, you can probably relate. And this is what the XRPL for us entails. So this is what we're definitely invested in.
Perfect, fast, efficient payment DNA.
Right.
So
yeah.
Wonderful. And so what are the key differentiators of XRP Lab? What makes it so special?
Yeah. So like I mentioned, there already was so much invested in. I would say that technology comes first before we even make things public. We announce and we release. So I feel that coming from a core developer team, tech comes first. So if the tech is not in place, we're not going to launch. We're not going to do it for the heck of it, right? So everything needs to be in place before we actually go to the next phase, before we go to market, or we even open up new opportunities that come our way, right? So I think that is really special to have a company that first builds on something proper, builds years and years and years, maybe, like on the down low a little bit, rather than just going out there and just screaming what you're building and what's upcoming next or what we're looking into, or like road mapping in that sense, or for over years. So that's something that I really, that really is one key point. Also, coming from a small team and being now the company that we've built from years and years now, from a 3-team member, and going now have a fully compliant app as well. We're making our ways with the sidechain as well, having it fully compliance enabled. We are regulated by the Dutch regulator, so we are now have a legal compliance. Everything is in place. So we really feel that next steps into retail space, which we are going to take on next, we're ready for it, and I think that is one of the big.
So the very strong tech DNA with amazing, like outstanding developers. You've said like regulated, and also you're looking at you applying to MiCA.
Yeah,
like, there's this component also that is very important. And definitely the great roadmap ahead. So talking about the roadmap, let's talk about business now. So what gets you super excited about the roadmap ahead? What are we going to see?
What's so exciting about this phase that we're stepping into right now, we've signed up some very good partnerships in retail already. So we're shaping the future of blockchain. So if we go back a few years, I kind of feel that all of us in the ecosystem, right, the main pointer a lot of the times is, the main objective is to get more users, right? So we have over 160K users on a monthly basis, individual users. We have over 1 million app downloads and installs from the app stores. And 80% of everything that's signed on the XRPL is signed by Zum Wallet, which is a lot. The percentage is crazy. Right? Thank you. So the main objective shouldn't be like double your users, getting more engagement within the community, going to the next 300K, 500K, 1 million users. No, what we're looking into and what our vision is, we want to have massive adoption. We want everyone on chain. We want your mother, your grandmother, my grandmother. We want everyone on chain. It's blockchain under the hood. We're shaping this future today. It doesn't matter if there are enough incentives or triggers for people to start using Zum or to start using the blockchain for their personal needs, like the gaming, ticketing, maybe even NFTs, payments in shops, on e-commerce platforms, and so on and so forth. Then we create massive adoption, and then we are definitely contributing to the ecosystem. So I feel that we've been focusing on the community, more users, and now is the time to shape the future of blockchain together with all of you and get into the next phase, next step, more utility on the blockchain. Everyone else can use this. My grandmother can use it, your grandmother can use it, and it's easy access for all of them.
How do we get the grandmother on the...
How do we get her on the blockchain? Right, so who's using Zum as a wallet?
Show a hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good for you guys. So you all know how the activation process is going. You know how to deal with that, and how are you going to explain this to your mother? My mom, she's on Zum, but I had to set up her account. So typically I would use the Zum cards, so the Tangent cards. Those are 2 cards. You have always a backup card. So even a little story, side story here, a woman who had a credit card. Her credit card got eaten by her dog, and she just couldn't access her funds, right? So if you were to have this on a self-custodial wallet or on Ledger on chain, then you have a problem, right? So we always have the Zum cards. There's always, where there is one, there's always 2. So you always are to set up a backup for your account. For the retail version, so this brings me up to the next topic. So the future for CBDCs, gaming, ticketing, everything out there, retail, which is a large space that we have to take on. Definitely for them, they don't need a crypto type of shape wallet, right? For everyone who's going to use it out there, we have to have like the easiest activation, the easiest recovery of your wallet, right? So if we're looking into the Zum or the Zaman retail wallet, we're building it. This year we're going to start building this wallet, and this will be the version that we're going to launch and just we're going to bring to market for the white labeled versions, say CBDC's type of solution for e-commerce, retail, and for consumers out there to use and to easily activate and come on chain, right? So just a little example, who played mobile gaming like Candy Crush and those games? We all played those mobile games. So what if you were to incentivize or to reward playing games, mobile games, and level up every time, and you can actually unlock XRP onto the ledger, right? Just by redeeming these points that you've built in a game that you were already playing in the first place. So this is the future that we're shaping. We're turning Web 2 people onto Web 3, and this is for everyone. Like I said, we need to use the ledger for everyone. They don't care what's under the hood. We just get them to use it. So accelerating massive adoption for everyone out there. It's crucial. It's essential. So that's the next step into this space.
So they don't care what's under the hood. The mass adoption through the card, so the credit card, like the you talked about the mobile, but there's also the couponing, also like
So for retail, one of their key pointers and mechanisms is to obviously have their consumers connected to them and connected to the retailer in order food or whatever. So yes, couponing is something that's one of the pointers that we can definitely create in retail. So you have to see in the retail space there's different worlds for different parties. And loyalty and couponing is one of the mechanisms we can actually use to, really exceed this adoption in consumers.
That's great. And so going deeper into the card, like the XUM card, so what's happening? There's a revamping happening. When is it happening? How is it going to be better than the current?
So we needed more features, and security is for us. It's a very it's important pointer to have in place. So security is one of them, and easy access, such as the social recovery I mentioned, but also the activation in retail. So we are revamping the XUM cards. You may know them as the Tangent cards as well, and we're going to make them fit for retail. So just an example, you have your card and it's branded with a specific retailer or a specific shop. You just tap it and you enter the world with the couponing, everything, loyalty of that particular shop, that particular retailer. So that's the future. That's something we're going to make happen in the next couple of months that we're going to build onto to this app.
Exciting.
Yes.
So the couponing being embedded in that. And the point of sales, like also it's big on your roadmap. Outside there's a donation kiosk just outside these doors. Please donate to charity. There's a donation kiosk just outside, powered by the XUM wallet with our wonderful partner, also FreePay.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Tell us, is it also like a big focus for you, the point of sales?
Yes, well, when we enter the new spaces, we're talking e-commerce, point of sales, terminal suppliers, and yes, Free World, we signed them up as a partner, and they're basically now deploying the terminals for point of sales, and it's fully integrated with XUM Wallet and XRP Ledger, which means for the retailer, it's very easy to start using. They don't have to invest in new hardware. They basically just can overrun it with the software, right? Unless it's very old hardware, then definitely we're going to replace. But yeah, this is also a very important pointer, since they already operate couponing, they already operate loyalty. So for us, we are not a specialist in retail, right? So we provide the technology for the retailer and the platform to be able to offer this to their end customers, right? So having them on board means that we can open up the world when it comes to couponing, and we can have it accessible in the new app in the future.
And so looking at the roadmap, like you talked about the white label wallet, do you want to talk about that more?
So we are to offer 3 different flavors, I can almost call it. So we have our own branded version, which is going to be the XUM or the Zaman retail app. This is going to be used for everyone out there who doesn't need to style it or depending on what the needs are. We have a customizable version. You have to consider this is it's a styling sort of pack, so it may be a different configuration initially. And a white-labeled version, if we're talking to solutions for maybe countries on a CBDC level, if we want to help out the citizens in that sense, and we're talking to central banking, we're talking to commercial banks, it's a different solution. And this means that we have a fully customized and white-labeled app for these specific goals and these specific services that we are definitely going to be offering in the future as well. Yeah.
Exciting roadmap ahead, huh? Between the white label wallets, the point of sales, the card being revamped, and now the hooks. So tell us more about hooks, like especially in the context of retail, which is the topic of today. Like, why do we care about hooks? Why is it so important? And what's the impact for retail?
Yeah. So in order to process or to burn coupons, there needs to be smart contracts in place. So I feel that we definitely need, for retail and for all types of solutions, that we will be providing the technology in blockchain of, we definitely need smart contracts in order to process certain flows, right? To stimulate these flows. Because now we have, obviously, the current XRPL mainnet, and we currently have the ZAM app. It's not catered to the mass, right? It's not catered to the rest of the world. So with the app, with the retail app, along with the revamped, how you're referring to it, ZAM cards, we definitely have a new way to enter these spaces. And
perfect. Yeah. No, I feel definitely to get my grandmother, actually, the couponing is a great way to do that. And what you're saying is like without hooks, it's going to be, you need that, definitely. Perfect. And so last question for you, like, we have an amazing developer in this room. Like, how can they help in your journey? Like, how could they?
Well, the good thing is we talk to a lot of developers on a daily basis, and we know a lot of people personally in our own community. And Zaman, we offer a developer platform, right? So you guys probably know that if you really want to start and have a go onto the ledger, we have documented everything properly in the sense that you can start straight away, right? And you can give it a go and enter this great space and this great community. So we've seen already so many projects that are going to be viable when we definitely can implement hooks or when we can deploy hooks. We're going to deploy it on the sidechain first, which is the Zaho sidechain. So the hooks technology will this year be available, and we'll release it this year. And this is definitely something to look into. If you haven't read the white paper yet, then definitely do so. You can always reach out to me on LinkedIn if you want to help out. We've had so many good presentations and creative ideas that are going to be viable once we can actually deploy hooks and people can start building. So,
Perfect. Thank you very much, Maaike. Thank you for all your insights, and
thank you.
Looking forward to seeing the growth of XRP Lab and XRPL. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.